Hello to anyone who wants to join in on this live. I don't know what's the time now. It's 2 o'clock, and I just decided to have a coffee and a biscuit. So I'm gonna have a coffee and a biscuit. Only a bit of one though. So, what have I been up to? What have you been up to? Well, with me, I went to. I haven't got the flyer up there now, but it was the IPMS East Anglia show, and very good it was too. Lots of interesting people, lots of interesting subjects there. It was something else. So it's nice to be invited. I've been invited back again next year, and I thank the IPMS East Anglia and Ipswich team for hosting it. Very nice indeed. I had quite a few models on display there, to which case, because I couldn't film all with what I've done on this YouTube channel of mine, my club members, because my club's just gone IPMS, and Alex, how you doing? Basically, what happened was I had two big, massive tables. So because my club's just joined the IPMS, my model club, I said to him, "Yeah, bring some models down." I said, "I'm going to have some space so you can, and just display some of your kits on there as well." So we did that, and we were there for the whole day. I did try and do a live. As a matter of fact, that was the funny part, because I started to do the live, and within 3 minutes and 4 seconds, unbeknown to me, the Wi-Fi cut off. And what it is again, unbeknown to me, was the Wi-Fi was only over by the door where my stand was and where Ipswich stand was. So by the time I walked round to Ipswich, the end of the Ipswich stand, I'd lost signal, and I saw Australian Bush Ranger go, "Well, that was bloody good." I thought to myself, yeah, it is. I thought, why has he said that? Well, it wasn't until I did something like, I think it was an hour, over an hour, nearly an hour and 10 minutes worth of video for a live stream, that all of a sudden my number two from the shop rang me up and said, "What happened? It all cut off after 3 minutes and 4 seconds." He goes, "I just got you on the TV because the customers were looking at you." And, "Oh, mate." I said, "I don't know," but I said I did over an hour and 10 minutes of it. So I wandered around the entire show, got every single stand. It wasn't until I come back home and I got told all this, and then I looked on the live, and it just went on for something like 3 minutes, 4 seconds, and that's it, just cut off. So I do apologise for that, but I have made a note, as I was told at the show, that this thing was not too clever. Wherever anybody does it, I don't know, because the thing is, it's held in a massive sports hall, and I suppose within that sports hall, they're all sat, because the audience is all sat where the entrance is, and nobody's over the far side. So, of course, you're not going to get much in the way of Wi-Fi. But there it is. So anyway, I came back, and that's it. And so life's gone, and everything's calmed down now. So I took my two black bats, the U2s, to the show. What else did I take? I took the Tornado F3, and those three items were causing a lot of focus on my stand, because the F3 is a 3D print conversion, and the U2s was just basically because I did one video showing how I painted the U2 black jet, but you don't paint them black. They're a little bit, black's always a difficult one with aircraft. I have seen some guys who are a lot more experienced than I am, and they paint them black, and out of all of them that have done it, there's only one I know. I can't remember his name now, but he pulled it off. But it was a long time ago, before we had all of our fancy fanatical equipment that we got now. So yeah, but in today's age, I basically, what did I use? This one here, number 14. So that was your main colour, and then all you did was highlight it with 513, and then I used, not this one, but the Tamiya weathering powders. There's was A, B, C, D. Yeah, it was weathering powder E. So that's why I used to highlight some panels and some, like, you know, where they walk around and the surface gets duffed and scuffed and all the rest of it. So I did that. Then coming home and moving on now. So the F3 is nearly finished. I just need to get the rockets under the wings. Hi Rory, how you doing? You all right? And hi back, 1966. How you doing, brother? Around the blacks, never relax. Yeah. Yes, very true, very true. Very true. Good man, Rory, good man. I'm glad you're all right. And yeah, living the dream. I think, as a matter of fact, we can live a dream a little bit because it's stopped raining now. Yeah, yesterday was blinding weather. Yeah, bloody hell. Well, anyway, so I come back. So it's like now it's trying to. I mean, I haven't done a video in ages now, but I thought I'd experiment with a few lives and that. But so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you lot now on the live. So this is going to be the next build. Now I've just got some rather tasty bits for it through the post. So I'll open her up. That sounds very good, does it? Open her up. Sounds like I'm a bloody surgeon. Anyway, so yeah, we've got the new was it Res Kit nose for the Mirage 5. So I've got that, and I also got one of their. So there's two versions of this. So you've got this one, which is the 3D printed decals that go on the cockpits, on the panels, and the other one you get is the other one is like it's got all the instruments and everything, but I think you just paint them and then you put the dials in as decals and and all that rubbish. Yeah, you like the vid, Roy? Did you? I'll take it. They were talking about the YouTube. Is that the last one I did? I can't remember now. I'll get so lost in it all. As a matter of fact, I just noticed it in this picture. No, they're not marked. Look, hopefully he's taken off. I don't know whether you can see, but there's a. So just behind his tail, there's a black mark. And there's a black mark there. Maybe they're UFOs. Maybe they're UFOs. Nah. Anyway, good imagination. So, anyway, I got all that. What else have I got in here? So I got, was this Eric's book? Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, Eric's book. Poor old Eric at the moment, he's in hospital. I don't know whether he watches my video content, but if you do, Eric, I've got your book. Thanks for that. Look, got all the proper colours, all the FS numbers down there in the bottom corner. So, brilliant. Get well soon, bud. Get well soon. That literally is about it. The only other thing I haven't got, there's one that does come with the kit, is a pilot, but he looks a bit, I don't know, let's have a look. There he is there. Look. So he's a bit, he's not as good as Reed Oak. True to his word, but I think when I had the Reed Oak ones for the D that I made some years ago, that was a lot better. Well, they were a lot better because I had two of them. I think I even did a video on them as well. So the next build up is this. Like I say, that's the Mirror 2000 132 scale. Rory saying hi again. Yeah, UFOs, yeah, mate. Yeah, UFOs. What was it? I was watching the other week. Something to do with it was Area 51. We all know the infamous airport that's out in America. It's just full of it's just secretized projects, but it's quite amusing to actually watch what goes on out there. And they called that bloody what do you call that, Delta Dart plane flying across. I think it was Uncanny Expeditions. Quite an interesting chap to watch, actually, if you're into all of that kind of fluff and buff to do with UFOs, which I am really, because I must admit I've seen one or two things that I can't explain. One of them was an amazing sight. It just looked like a ball of bright blue light going across the sky with this massive contrail behind it, and I thought to myself, well, that's got to be a rocket of some sort. But at the time that I saw it, there wasn't any rockets made. The only thing we had was the shuttle. Definitely wasn't that. So I have no idea. So it's a UFO. So along with that being the next build, in the background, I've been tinkering with this. So this is another black project, and yes, this one's black, but I've only painted it black so far because it shows up all the gips and gaps on it. Hence the reason there's a bit of filler on the front. Yeah, this one, well, it's not a channel build, but I decided to just sort of do something to tide me over while I was, I don't know, being a boring bugger. But that's what it is. It's that one there. And it was our good friend, Mr. Corey, who was in our club, or was on our club site, that sold it to us. So, yeah, cheers to him. And I got a load of blokes with it as well. So, yeah, be carried out with the old geezers. So your friend loves planes, and he wants to be a bit like my boy. He's starting to, get... Well, he's a bit of a clever clown. He's a bit of an Edmund Elephant if you watch Peppa Pig, but yeah, he's a bit of an Edmund Elephant, and he likes to watch planes that come across the back garden here. And he's always going on about, flying them and that. Oi, Keith, how you doing? Slowly but surely, the numbers went up to 18, wasn't we? Back down to 5 again now. Another one I was doing was this thing, Great Wall Hobbies gunship, Ghost Rider. It's actually quite a really nice little kit. The box I haven't got here. It's over there somewhere. But anyway, it's it's actually quite a nice little kit, with the old rippling camouflage. Well, if you call it camouflage, it's just a grey with all the rippling lines, the water line around the bottom and on the wings, and the old. I was just about to say fish tanks, and not fuel tanks. So that's that as well. So, and then and then the other thing was there was some guy that asked me about one of the builds that I got, that I started, and there was only a part one, and it was to do with the Kitty Hawk Strike Hawk, the MH60R. So what it was is we had said decorator in. I had to tidy all this away. It took me a little while to get my mojo back. He sent a letter in, a stamping on one of me on the video, and it was to do with how did I get the nose and the cockpit all to join up and sit together. And I thought, oh yeah. So anyway, I had a look at it. Couldn't find the bloody fuselage. I found it the other day. I was well chuffed. I found it, and so now I can finish that one. So that's a big 35th helicopter. So that'd be the same size as this is 35th as well. I'll put this over there so I don't knock it. So that's up there. Then I've got, like I say, the Mirage. The Mirage, the MH6, but I won't finish that on there. I might, show a bit. It's like a bit of a show and tell if there's anything great about it. The MH60, the F3 will soon be done. It's like I say, it's just AIM 9s or whatever. That's all I've got to put on it. The U2s are both done. This Mirage 3000 will be the next build. After that, probably do the Silk, or could be round the other way, depending on how quick that one can be finished. So, yes, all good. Not only that, I did find my 1/24 Do what? She wants to get past. Go on then. Why not? God, yeah. I'll turn the camera away from the door so you can all face the 35 for a minute. Oh, go on in if you're going. That parcel's for you around there as well. Was it a pair of welly boots? She's got to come back there. Yes, so anyway, so I've got a few builds that are coming along. Building the 116 M10 Achilles British Tank Destroyer. Bloody hell, that's a big old unit. Mind you, I've got that 16 scale Leopard tank. Oh, that's another one that's got to be built on the channel as well. So yeah, I've managed to get that back out the old cupboard. So that's in the other room at the moment on the table. It's massive. I can't even fit it on the bloody desk. It's getting quite big. That was another one at the show that I took there as well. What else? Let's have a sip of I tried to do the pilots to that 135th MH6. And yeah, let's put this over here. So they didn't come out too clever because they were just I don't know if I can get them in focus, but basically they were supposed to be digi camo. Can't do digi camo. I tried to do it with the sponge and, you know, cutting little bits of sponge off here and there. I know there are some transfers about that you can, do digi camo, but I thought, you know what, I won't bother. I'm just going to paint them green and do it that way. It's a lot easier that way. And that really is it. I've got the Death Dealer horse. I've got a Messerschmitt 109 Airfix 24 here. Also, is it an AMK F14 48 scale? That's there. 135th Venom. The Academy kit, the new kit. Very nice kit. AV8B Harrier. That's about it, really. And the V22 Osprey I started, which is just there. I was turning it into not an RAF one, but an Air Force one. And yeah, that's it's a Blackbird. Yeah, that's a nice. I've got one of them upstairs as well, Blackbird. I've got the Revel kit. That was one of the last kits I got off them, I think. I've never seen their kit, and I always wondered whether you could do it with the engines, full engines out, and still do it with the engines in the wings as well, which apparently you can. So that might be another one. Sean of Prime Model Works, he did one, and it was pretty cool. Must have done a good job on that. But again, I've got a few ideas rolling around in my head of how to do that one. So yeah. Where is everyone? I'm in California. Cool, dear. It's always sunny there, isn't it, Keith? See you later, Rory. My day go, mate. Yeah, I'm in the UK, on the border of Sussex. And at the moment, it's cloudy and rainy, and has been for the last bloody 3-4 months. Cloudy and rainy. Apart from yesterday, we had some nice sun, and the day before was, I suppose, if you can count the amount of times the sun come out in the day, it was added up to about half a day's worth of sun. Yeah, it was a bit of a, I don't know. we haven't had much in the way of good weather here at the moment. And where I live, it floods as well. So up the road, all the roads get shut off. But yeah. So anyway, I'm going to end it there because I see you in the next stream. Yeah, in the next stream, or yeah, like I say, I'm going to be doing a video because I can, crack on with some kit bashing as well, and what have you. But I'm going to disappear now because I'm going to finish my cup of tea, and I just want to sort my desk out. But I thought I'd just come on and do a quick live. I don't know why, just to keep in with things. Tamiya 48 Sky Raider and have some upgrades for it. Any advice on the wing fold set? I've never. I take it it's a Tamiya kit. The wing fold set. Do you know what? Every time I've done a Sky Raider, I've always done the wings level, apart from the Trumpter kit, which was a 32 kit. Yeah, you got the Tamiya kit. Can't remember how the wings are now. The wings are one piece, aren't they, if I remember rightly? So if you do scribe, use to go over the line, use one of these. So a scalpel. So what you do is you go, so where you got the wing, you would follow the line with this very carefully, just go down. Only have to do it lightly because the scalpel is so sharp it will actually cut. So if you do it a couple of times, and then what you do, you could just bend the wing slightly with your finger behind the line that you're going to be cutting, and then you'll see the plastic go white. When it goes white, just scribe it again with the knife until in the end, it's not very thick plastic. It's only about 0.5 mil, I think, or 0.2 mil. This will just, and then like that, and that's it. And then it will just, and then all you do is just lightly sand the edges down. The aim of it all is dry fit glue. So when you're putting these wing folds in, yeah, put the wing together, use some Tamiya table sand to glue the wing together, and then slide the wing fold in and then see how it sits. And once you've got it right and it's not busting the wing out and gaps everywhere, that's when glue it together, and it should look the nuts. And then just always never connect the two wings until right at the end when you've finished them, decorated them and varnished them, and then glue the wing together, and then that way you'll be all right. But yeah, use a sharp scalpel, or if you haven't, use an X-Acto knife and use the very, very point tip of it, and then just scribe down the line. So yeah, no worries, mate. Any questions, like I say, if I'm on the live, you can ask, anybody can ask. If not, then just punch away on I'm on Facebook, so you can get me there. I'm on Instagram, you can type me up there, send a private message via Face group, right, whatever it's called. So yeah, all of that, I'm easily reachable. And yeah, if not, and you're near the shop, Saturdays, I'm there. No worries. Anyway, love to you all, folks, and see you again soon in the next one. Tell you bye for now. Oh, won't go off.